The Team Lally Show was previously recorded.
It's time to enter the world of real estate in Oahu with Hawaii's only true real estate radio show, the Team Lally Real Estate Show. Grab a pen and get ready to take notes. For the next full hour, Hawaii's premier real estate leader, Adrienne Lally, and Attilio Leonardi will bring you the latest in real estate news and real-world strategies on how they can guarantee to sell your home at a price and deadline you agree to, or they'll buy it. Now, here are your hosts, Adrienne and Attilio.
Welcome to the Team Lally Real Estate Show, home of the Guaranteed Sold program, or we'll buy it. If you have any questions, you can reach us at 799-9596 or check us out online at teamlally.com.
Hey, everybody, this is that art part of the show. What does art stand for? Quick.
Attilio's Random Thoughts.
We will take care of it. What does that mean?
That means that if you have your home listed with us or you are buying a home with us, we will figure it out. So our favorite website is fitfo.com.
We're not going to tell you what that would mean because it's a family show. Mm-hmm. But here's the deal. Whenever we're chatting with our clients and they'll say something like, the association sent me a letter while we're trying to get this home ready for sale. And these invasive species called, and by the way, it's called koa haole. Mm-hmm. Koa haole trees? Yeah. Koa is warrior. Haole is foreigner. Foreign warriors, I guess. Mm-hmm. Anyway, it's a very invasive tree. The taproot is like huge, and they're very hard to get out, and that's why they like to get them out of there. Well, we get this letter from the association for one of our clients, and they're like, we need to remove all these invasive species. He's already moved to another island, Maui, and then he has a brand new grandchild in New York that he's wanting to spend time with and be with. He's not dealing with these invasive species trees because we said,
we'll take care of it.
We'll
figure it out.
We'll get the letter. We'll get the landscaper. We'll make sure to get signed off on with the association.
Yes, no worries.
So
we got it covered.
If you want to work with a real estate team whose tagline is, we'll take care of it, give us a call, 799-9596. And it's called Promise. Well, it's called the Proof Over Promise. And what does that mean, Adrienne? Proof over promise.
So I can tell you that I'm going to do something, or I can show you and actually do it. That's the proof.
Because we're from Missouri, the show me state. No, I was born and raised
here. You just
like
saying that.
I like that state motto,
though. That saying, yeah.
Well, congratulations to Kaleolani Thomas. Mm-hmm. This is the daughter of Damian Thomas, who's been with our team, 10, 12 years?
Something like that.
She is a graduate.
Kapolei High School. She
was part of the 10 valedictorians. I don't know how you... What is this? Is this like AYSO of valedictorians? How can you have 10 Well, anyway, they had 10 of them. Mm-hmm. She was number 5.
Good job.
She's super smart. She's going to a university in Missouri.
Maybe.
It
has yet to be determined.
Okay. Well, speaking of another university, they always rate high in the college basketball. It's called Duke University. No, not Duke University. We're talking about the University of Taking Care of Your Investment Property. Who is the chancellor of the University of Taking Care of Your Investment Property?
That would be Duke Kim Han of Hawaii Pacific Property Management.
Hey, Duke.
Great intro.
Yes.
So today's subject is going to be using licensed vendors.
Yeah.
So we get people that question us and say, do you use licensed vendors? Well, here's the thing. With licensed vendors, there's certain things that you can get a license for.
Yeah.
So let me be clear about that. A realtor needs license, right?
Mm-hmm.
A doctor needs a license. A veterinarian needs a license. A yard person does not need a license.
Even with the big machetes that they use, they don't need license with the big machetes that they walk around with.
Well, you need to be licensed with the state of Hawaii DCC office, and you need to have a G tax number to work for Hawaii Pacific.
Yes.
You know, it's really confusing, this show me their license things, because I have owners that get in my face and tenants and say, show me the cleaning company's license. Well, the cleaning company doesn't get a license. This is very confusing for people that are just normal people who don't have to deal with this every day.
They're not a regulated industry, folks, in plain English.
Regulated.
You know who is regulated? realtors
Yeah.
and property
Realtors,
manager and
property managers.
Yes.
Yes.
Let's talk
Correct.
about that.
We all have licenses. We go to school. We get certified, and we have to be recertified every 2 years with the state of Hawaii. But I try to explain this to people about the difference between being registered with the DCCA and having a GE tax number.
Yeah.
If you have a business that has a GE tax number, you have to be registered with the DCCA.
Yes.
So there's just no way around it. And, people get that confused, I think.
Yeah.
So, we do accept new businesses, but they have to have a W-9 and they have to be registered with the state of Hawaii, DCCA.
Yeah.
And they have to have a GE tax number. All of our vendors are registered.
And I know you guys take it a step further, and you're making sure that they, give good service,
References
and have
stuff
good
like
references.
That. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Check out for reviews.
And we do a lot of work on the back house to make sure that our vendors do meet these minimum standards.
Yeah.
But there are minimum standards. So, when the owners and the tenants say, "Show me their license number," even the military guys, they like, "Is he licensed?" I'm like, "He's a yard guy. He doesn't get licensed." So, you can tell me that you want another yard guy. That's something, right? But I'm not going to show you his license because he doesn't have one.
Well, then you can hire one general contractor. Okay, it's going to cost you $10,000 to have your yard done by a general contractor who has a license.
Handymen do not have a license.
Yeah.
General contractors do have a license.
Yeah.
And that's why handymen cannot receive more than $1,500 on a single invoice for a job. It's just, you have to know these rules because we're being checked.
Yeah.
And we are fined if we do that.
It's called aiding and abetting.
Yeah, by the RICO division of the DCCA, which is the regulated industries, right? Just what Attilio just said.
Yeah. And you know what? You know how they get their funding? Fines.
Yeah.
So they're motivated.
Regulated Industries Compliance Office, RICO.
Yeah.
So it's a big deal. It's in the news all the time. And a lot of normal people who don't have to deal with this every day get this confused. I'm in an email right now with a guy that's saying that I don't believe that your vendors are licensed. And so, I sent him this long email about the difference between being registered with the state of Hawaii and being licensed with the state of Hawaii.
Yeah.
So
regulated,
like
unregulated. Yeah, it's RICO.
Yeah, my buddy's a mechanic.
Yeah.
There's a confusing one. So mechanics are licensed nationwide. You are a licensed mechanic with the United States Mechanics Division of blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Okay? But you are certified to work on a BMW or an Audi or a Mercedes.
Yes.
It's very, very different.
Mm-hmm.
So that can be confusing.
So with RICO, these are the same people going after the mafia and realtors.
Yeah, and there's some fines in there that are just unbelievably high.
Yeah.
So there are penalties in our work that can put you out of business.
Yeah.
And one of them is using unlicensed people.
Yeah.
Right?
For vendors,
unregistered for vendors, yes.
And even for like workers within your office doing unlicensed activimes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's all kind of rules.
Yeah, we just read that today, didn't we?
Yes, that's why I brought that up, Duke.
Yeah.
But anyway, I just want to clear that up, that Hawaii Pacific only uses licensed and registered vendors.
Yeah.
And we do a background check with them to make sure that there's no 100 Yelp reviews on them that says they're terrible and stuff like that. But, for the most part, that's important for a person that's looking for a property manager, that the property management companies that they use licensed and registered people.
Yeah, because there's enough liability with just the tenant relationship, let alone the vendors.
Correct.
Yeah.
So, that's my 2 cents today.
Thank you, Duke.
All right. Have a great day.
If we added up all the 2 cents over the years with the video blog and coming on the show that Duke has been...
We'd be very wealthy.
We'd have $1 million.
But, we are very wealthy in the knowledge that Duke has been providing.
But here's the folks. It's so easy. You trying to remember this and that and all of that. It's so easy. The easy button, just press Duke, the button called Duke, call their company. Give us a call. We'll put you over in contact with them, 799-9596. They have a rent guarantee, eviction guarantee, communication guarantee, return to aging guarantee. They got guarantees up the wazoo.
That's right.
Yeah. And they answer their phones.
All right. So I want to talk about the, we do have a guest coming up later on the show having to do.
That this is appropriate for.
Yeah. It's on home ownership.
Yeah.
So with that being said, we want to talk about some myths about the 2024 housing market.
All right. Let's go with myth number 1. Should I delay moving until mortgage rates decrease? Reality?
Although experts predict that rates will eventually drop, attempting to time the market is not a wise approach. Instead, seek guidance from a trusted professional like us.
Yep. Call us up. Ask us questions. We would score very high on Jeopardy. The Jeopardy questions regarding real estate.
I think it's like, with the talk of timing the market, it's not this get rich quick. It's called get rich slow.
Yeah.
So it takes time. You build your portfolio and you just don't turn around and sell the homes after a year or two.
Alex Trebek, real estate on Oahu for $300. Now. When is a good time to buy a home? Correct.
Yes. All right, myth number 2.
I'll find a better bargain once prices plummet.
Prices are not decreasing. Data indicates that they are increasing, but a little bit slower. This means that waiting could actually end up costing you more over time.
Yeah, costing you more over time. Here's a news flash, folks. Stop thinking that prices are going to decrease. In reality, you want interest rates high because what does that do to prices? When interest rates are
they
high.
become a little bit more negotiable, and you can get
soft.
Yeah, you can get seller credits, and there's just a little bit more negotiation that happens when the interest rates are higher.
Yeah, when interest rates are high, just remember this visual image of a middle-aged man. The middle becomes soft. The pricing becomes soft, and there's more to negotiate. You cannot go back and renegotiate the price you paid for the home, but you can refinance your interest rates when they drop. Myth number 3. Go ahead, Adrienne.
I won't be able to find any properties to purchase.
Oh, woe is me. Reality. Although still limited, the supply of homes for sale is increasing this year, providing you with more options.
And we have our team. We always have at least 5 to 10 homes that are in coming soon status, which means they're just more. Maybe more, just preparation. So yeah, give us a call. We'll get you that coming soon list.
Yep. It's
off-market properties.
It's like going to a club that you really want to get in, and the bouncer knows you and opens up the velvet ropes to let you in. Myth number 4, I need to save up enough for a 20% down payment. What are you buying? Bars of gold? What? 20% down?
It's not necessary.
Reality.
Yep. Many buyers make smaller down payments, and there are loan options available that require as little as 3.5% or even 0% down for qualified buyers, which later on in the show, we will have Hawaii Homeownership Center on talking about some of these programs.
They're a nonprofit organization that is specifically designed to educate and help first-time home buyers or repeat offenders. I think if you haven't owned the home in
3 or 4 years, then yes.
Well, they have a first-time home buyer program.
It's actually for life.
You can sign up, and you just if you pay for it and get educated, it doesn't matter if you
have a lifetime
maybe you bought 2 homes and you
membership.
Didn't know what the heck you were doing, but I think you're spending $40,000 a year for your kids to go to college. How about $100 to get a first-time home buyer education course that they need to go through?
I like it.
As opposed to a piece of paper with a lot of student loans that's going to be like bupkis when it comes time to go find a job. Okay?
Okay, so real quick before we bring Jake on, I want to mention we have a career night coming up July 1st.
32, 35, 30. Wait.
It's just coming up
25 days from now.
July 1st.
Yeah.
And you can go to hawaiicareernight.com to sign up. If you don't want to wait, you want to get in front of us, you can go to jointeamlally.com, follow those steps, and just have a private one-on-one with our team.
Yeah, we don't care if you
follow the instructions, though.
Have a license, don't have a license, have experience, don't have an experience. We're going to see if you got the right attitude. Because that's not something we can give you. That's something that was developed over time with you hanging out with your mom and dad and what they did for a living and all their programming. Are you hungry? Are you humble? And are you smart? And I don't mean IQ smart. I mean EQ smart. What is EQ smart, Adrienne?
That would be emotional intelligence.
Well, hey, speaking of somebody that's humble, hungry, and smart, and he's got a car, and on that car is a bumper sticker that says, "Got solar." Who's that?
That would be Jake with Go Local Power.
I always want to say like Jake the Snake, like you're a WWE wrestler or something.
He's wrestling with the Hiko bills, and he tackles them. And
I'm going to put your electric bill in a hammerlock. Jake, you should do that. Jake, what are you going to do to people's electric bill?
Here. What are you guys up to today?
So what's the good news with solar on Oahu? By the way, question for you, Jake. What is the second most largest bill for a homeowner right behind their mortgage?
Their electric bill.
Bingo bongo. Tell us more. So what you got for us?
Well, everyone is getting into the hot season. It's 80 degrees plus in Eva, Kapolei today. And everybody's starting to turn on their ACs. And with ACs comes high bills.
Yep.
High bills comes marriage problems. It's the number one reason for divorce in Kapolei.
Yeah, the electric bill.
The high bills, whenever they come in, everybody's screaming, saying, "Oh, my gosh, who's going to pay for this?" And then divorces happen. So we're wanting to save that and save homeowners some money on their bills. And there is some great
Jake, real quick,
going on.
Real quick, Jake, there was a recording. It's on social media. You guys go look for it. It's a 911 call. So this lady calls in, and they're like, police, fire, or ambulance. And then she goes, police. And she goes, is this an emergency or non-emergency? She says, we just got our electric bill. Keep going. Keep going, Jake.
Got him. Yeah. Well, tell you what, the bills are going high this summer, as you guys know. So a lot of people that have been calling in, asking, everybody's asking about solar right now. Everybody's trying to get their bills down, especially in Oahu. And they're like, hey, what's going on with Hawaiian Electric? I got this thing in the mail called Time of Use, Shift and Save. How does it actually work? Well, we can walk through that with you. If you have questions, we can educate you on the new programs coming out that help homeowners in big ways to be able to both own the solar and build equity into their home, as well as drive down the cost of their electric bill every single month. Rather than renting power from Hawaiian Electric, they can begin investing that money every single month to pay for their system on their home. And here's the biggest bonus. No more brownouts, no more blackouts. When you got batteries on your home, you're all set. You need to stay with your lights on, food, cold, fan running.
Yeah.
And that's what the battery packs on the home. We got the Teslas coming out. The new Tesla Powerwall 3 just launched. It is the coolest battery out right now, and we got it, and we got it for you. So
this thing is so smart. It does your kids' homework. This battery is so smart.
So smart. It's so smart. It uses ChatGPT AI technology. You know how it is.
Yeah. Jake, what is the number one myth that people have towards solar? And then Adrienne's got a question for you. What's the number one myth?
The number one myth is it costs so much money. What am I going to do? Get a HELOC on my house? No, you don't have to get a HELOC on your house. You can go solar for zero money down and start transferring that money, reallocating the money that you're spending to
zero down. Did you say zero down?
Power.
Yep.
Zero down. Yeah.
And then Jake, what do they need to get started? Is it difficult? What do they need to do?
They need to own. Here's the three things.
Yeah.
They need to have a bill.
Have a bill.
They need to they need to be the owner of the home.
Owner of the home.
Can't help renters.
Okay.
You got to own the home. And then number 3 is that you have to have a roof that qualifies.
Okay.
So that's
Simple.
where we can help you out. If you don't know, we can help you out. If you don't know if your roof qualifies, we can make sure.
So you're gonna check the roof to see if it has a good credit score. What does that mean if the roof qualifies?
Yeah.
See if they had on DUI. There was that party, drinking too much.
Yeah.
They never make it past the DUI checkpoint.
If there's enough life on the roof.
Life on the roof? And not too much shade.
That's right.
Not too much. We don't want any shady roofs getting the solar. You know, This is only for the good roofs. None of the shady ones.
Thank you, Jake, for your reminder about the
so
solar
Jake,
and the summer coming
all the
up.
parents, they're like, woo! We have 3 kids. We thought we were going to have to sell the one we don't like to get solar. You've busted that myth. They can keep them, even if he's little kolohe. You're going to keep all the kids. You can get solar. You can afford it. How much down?
0 down.
Okay, whisper it. Can you whisper it for us?
0 down.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jake.
He's the solar whisperer. That's why
You're welcome, guys.
I wanted him to whisper it.
All right, so you can go to the Experts We Trust page and click on the Go Local Power.
How much down for solar?
0.
0.
0 down.
0 down.
All right, so
I was talking with Jake. You know what he told me the other day?
0 down.
No, he said, I see solar panels everywhere.
All right, so before we take a break, I want to talk about the deal of the week.
Uh-huh.
And actually, this home has solar on
Okay.
it, and it's on the net metering. And so you have the opportunity to add more panels and really zero out that electric bill.
Net metering means they're going to, if you don't use up all the electricity, you get some back.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like a loose slot machine in Vegas. You put some money in and boom, stuff comes back out.
Yeah, you can't get the net metering anymore.
Can't get it.
Mm-mm.
Can't get it.
So this home is pretty unique.
Yeah.
It's pretty unique. It's directly across the street from the beach.
By the way, if you ever been on the Pink Bunker hike, Pink Bunker out on Waianae, this house is right down the street. You can actually walk to the Pink Bunker hike every day.
Perfect.
Watch.
That's your exercise.
Sunrise,
Go to
sunset
Pink
hike. Go Pink Bunker. It's right across from the beach. Really beautiful beach. I've been to that beach. It's kind of nice, and overlooking the ocean. So from the upper deck,
you can see the ocean. From
Here's a
both
comparison.
sides. Yeah.
What's his name? Mr. Slater, Kelly Slater, the
Yes.
super duper awesome
With
surfer.
his $20 million home.
So he has a second floor with a deck, $20 million overlooking Sunset Beach.
Mm-hmm.
This one is Waianae, my opinion, just as beautiful of a beach.
And you could live on the top or the bottom and then rent out the other part.
Comes with, it's an income producing property.
It is.
You can, your kids want to move home, charge them rent, put them in the second floor or
whatever your preferable floor is.
2-car garage, nice front yard with
plenty of
rock
parking
wall.
too. Like there's an extra long driveway and there's lots of street parking that's close by.
Yeah.
It has a gate, so it's very secure.
Yep. Lighted intersection in case so you can cross the street safely. Do they have those flags? I noticed I was pretty impressed because I even seen the mokes out there using the flag for across the street. They got to wave the flag. And then I even seen the other people's like, yahoo, look at me, I'm crossing the street.
So it's 7 bedrooms.
Yeah.
7 bedrooms.
7 bedrooms. You know, the owners, when they bought this home, they actually built this home.
Yeah. And they love this home.
I think they was telling me they brought in 7 or 10 full-on dumpster truckloads because they wanted to raise the level of the lot higher than the ocean a little bit.
Yes, for the flood insurance, which
it has an elevation certificate.
It does, and then their flood insurance is like transferable, and it's a pretty decent rate.
Because here's the thing, here's a tip: if you're buying oceanfront property, you got to make sure that the insurance is not $2,000 a year versus $20,000.
The other thing about oceanfront property, there's something that's changing in July with the
the
setbacks.
setback.
Yeah, so
the
that's
setback is going to be a serious bummer for people with oceanfront property because the setback, how much? I think was it 60 feet?
Something like that. But we'll do
We'll bring an expert on the show.
Bring our expert back on
to talk about that, and and then we already busted the myths for home ownership. Oh wait.
But it's time to take a break.
Oh, time to take a break? Wait.
Yes.
Here's the thing. I just want to tell you the month-over-month change for new listings. While inventory is still low, more people are selling their houses. If you're looking to buy, this gives you more options for your search. So nationwide, it's up 15%. But here on Oahu, all you got to know is it's up for Team Lally because we got coming soon listings that we can give you access to. I would say every week we're probably being approached by an owner that's getting their home ready for sale. It would safely say.
Yes, easy.
You don't believe us? Call us. We'll tell you.
All right, we are going to take a break.
Yeah.
But when we come back, we'll be talking with Reina Miyamoto of Hawaii Homeownership Center. We'll talk about resources for first-time homebuyers, opportunities for working families in this housing market, and ways to support HHOC.
All right, so stay with us.
How would you touch up your home if you had an extra $10,000? Would you paint, fix the lawn, make small repairs? All of the above will increase the value of your home if you're planning on selling. That's exactly why my friends Adrienne, Lally, and Attilio Leonardi of Team Lally Real Estate Group of Keller Williams, Honolulu, offered a 10K program. Carl didn't hesitate to take advantage of this advance to fix up his Makakilo investment property. And good thing, the repairs he made with the extra money put the home in escrow just 2 weeks later. Team Lally uses programs like the Team Lally 10K to guarantee your home sells at the price and a deadline you agree to, or they'll buy it. They also know that life happens, so if needed, they'll let you out of the contract at any time. So when you need to sell your home for the most money with the least amount of drama, trust Adrienne and Attilio of Team Lally to do the job for you. Call 808-799-9596. That's 808-799-9596. Visit teamlally.com. Spelled Lally, Lally.
Hey, Sean Hannity here, talking with the only real estate agent in your market I recommend. Adrienne Lally and Attilio Leonardi of Team Lally Real Estate Group of Keller Williams, Honolulu. Now more than ever, buyers and sellers need an expert to navigate this ever-changing market. And what do you do to stand out?
Hey, Sean, we are a team with over 500 plus 4.9 star reviews, over 1,600 transactions under belt, and 20 years in the business. It's going to take a lot of resources to get a home sold today.
What kind of programs do you offer?
Sean, we offer the guaranteed sale, instant offer close in 12 days, 10K for upgrades, love it or leave it, no hassle listing. No matter what situation the client is in, we've got solutions.
Great update. Thank you for keeping us informed. Put the most experience and the best marketing to work for you. Call Team Lally now at 799-9596 or online at teamlally.com. That's teamlally.com.
Taking one cash offer for your home doesn't have to be your only option. I'm Barbara Corcoran, and especially in today's current market, having a local real estate agent who offers great marketing and options that are customized to fit your needs is smart. In Honolulu, the agents I trust are Adrienne Lally and Attilio Leonardi. They can give you a guarantee to sell your home, flexible fees, or up to $10,000 in cash to help with repairs. Get the option that's right for you. Go to teamlally.com.
Welcome back, and thanks for listening to the Team Lally Real Estate Show, home of the Guaranteed Sold program, or we'll buy it. I'm Adrienne.
And I'm Attilio.
And if you have any questions, just give us a call at 799-9596 or check us out online at teamlally.com.
Our guest today was born here, not flown here. She grew up here in Honolulu. After graduating from college, she discovered her passion for mission-driven work and has dedicated most of her career to the nonprofit sector.
For the past 18 years, she's been with Hawaii Homeownership Center, demonstrating unwavering commitment and passion for their work and program expansion. Please welcome back. I think she's been the most attended radio guest out of any of our guests.
Yeah, she actually qualifies for a free 32-ounce Big Gulp at 7-Eleven.
That would be the Executive Director of HHOC, Reina Miyamoto.
Hello, Reina.
Hello. Thanks for the invite, and I'll definitely take that Big Gulp.
And then Reina, just so you know, my mom is visiting, and she's here in the studio, and she's been licensed since 1983. So she may have some questions for you as well with this home ownership center and all the resources that is offered.
Yeah.
If you hear
Nice
another female voice.
Yep.
Nice to meet you, Reina.
Same here.
Yeah. All right. So let's, I know you will have different things that you'll talk about. Well, some time we'll get that stuff in, but right off the bat, because I will tell you right now that if we were to go on to social media and post, like if we did a posting like owning a home in Hawaii is possible and affordable, the haters would be coming out of the woodworks and blowing us up saying that that's not true, it's not possible, yada, yada, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, there's a lot of negative
negativity.
Yeah, about owning a home here in Hawaii.
So let's blow up that myth that you don't have to all graduate and move to Vegas. Tell us about the myth of owning a home on Oahu. Reina, is it possible?
It is possible. You know, we see folks that are not necessarily high income earners that are becoming homeowners. Here in Hawaii, a lot of them are starting off with condos, the kind of starter homes, and they're working. And, you know, really the key to that is getting financially ready and having just that commitment to that goal of becoming a homeowner, because it does often take some perseverance while working with your realtor to find that home too. But yes, it's possible.
Well, you know, if Confucius was a realtor, he would say, what is the journey here? What are the first steps in this journey to home ownership? If Confucius was a realtor, that's what he would say.
Awesome. Well, I'm hoping that Confucius would also self-answer that question. The thing, getting educated is step one. So just understanding the buying process, getting what is mortgage ready, are there resources available out there? And, of course, I'm a little biased, but I think Hawaii Homeownership Center should be step one to getting all of that support.
Yeah, I think, go ahead, Adrienne.
And then, you know, with the Hawaii Homeownership Center, is it expensive to join, or how did they get these classes and access to the information?
I'm going to guess, Reina, I'm going to guess that it would be cheaper to get educated on home ownership than taking a small family to the movies and getting refillable popcorn. I think it would be cheaper to sign up for one of your courses. How much?
You're right. It's actually $60 per buying unit. So if I'm buying by myself, I'm a buying unit of one. But even if I had 4 brothers and sisters that were all buying together, we'd still be a buying unit. And it's $60, 60, per buying unit, and for a lifetime membership of services, so they can take as many classes, one-on-one coaching with our staff as they want. And through a referral from a Honolulu Board of Realtors member, like the two of you, you know, somebody can get $50 off that $60 membership fee.
What?
So $10.
$10?
Yeah.
Wow.
Thanks to you too.
That's how much they charge for napkins at the theater is $10. You know, it's $120 for the refillable popcorn. So this is a lot cheaper. You know what? You'd probably be better off. Skip a couple movies and get educated on home ownership.
So Reina, once they get signed up and they start the journey and the process, typically how long are people going through these classes and education before they are ready to purchase?
You know, each person's individual situation varies. So, I mean, we have some people that just need the education, have a coaching session, and they realize, oh, my gosh, I can do it now.
Yes.
We find folks that are like, oh, you need to pay down some of my debt. I get in a better financial position. I could actually borrow more for the house versus carrying debt for something else. So they might take a little bit longer. But I would say the majority of our folks between of the first couple years, if they're, their focus on home ownership is number one. You know, life happens sometimes and interrupts that. But, most folks are moving forward sooner than later.
I want to be a big shout-out to the whole construction industry. If you guys aren't already doing this, the labor unions, all of them, you guys should be like, I don't know, I'll make it mandatory. If you can be part of our union or part of our company, we pay for it, give you the time. And, we have all these young people building these homes that they're not buying. So I would start out with the construction industry, and you homeowner and you business owners, general contractors, all of you should be like mobbing the Hawaii Homeownership Center with your staff.
You know who else should be doing that?
Yeah.
Realtors.
Yes.
There's a couple of them that I've been talking to for quite some time.
Like the actual realtors, like, hey,
that are not homeowners.
They'll be like, I work at the Toyota factory, but I show up to work in one Ford. No. So, you're a realtor. You should. Let's start with you.
That's right.
You should be a homeowner.
Start with you. Head to the Hawaii Homeownership Center. I'm sure there's some things that they can teach you.
Yeah.
I know that one of our team members, Kaylee Elam,
went through the program.
He did, and he's very he loves information and he loves growing. And then once he went through the classes, boom, he purchased his first home. Yeah. And he felt very comfortable doing that, where before he was a little nervous going through it for himself.
Reina, let's talk about the big one. The big one, the big one is, I can never afford a home, and it's, they get educated and find out that's not true. Let's talk about down payments. What is the big, huge myth the biggest myth that people have towards down payments for buying a home?
I think there's still people out there that think they need 20% down payment to purchase a home, and they don't actually know how much do they really need for down payment. And as you know, closing costs is another cash investment that they need to be prepared for as well too when buying a home.
Okay. And how little can someone be putting down? Not zero, but just above zero. What would they be looking at percentage wise?
Like they don't have the VA loan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, or USDA. Then minimum 3% down payment. So that's still a lot of money, especially in our market. But yes, 3% is definitely better than 20.
Well, let's do the math because people are like, oh, I cannot do math, but I like own one home. I'll do the math for you. You buy one. You can. Everybody here can buy one $500,000 condo with all of your family. You know, I'm thinking that's crazy kind of price too. But what is it? Is it the math? 15,000. And all you got to do is chunk it down and spend, divide 2 years into 15,000 and put the money, divide 3 years, be better off than not doing it.
So go through that education with Hawaii Homeownership Center.
Yeah.
While you're doing the classes, make sure that you're saving every month. And by the time you're done with the classes and learning, you'll be ready to go with your down payment.
Yeah.
So Reina, I'm just curious, who's the youngest person that's gone through your training there at the Hawaii Homeownership Center and that's actually been able to purchase?
Gosh, I don't actually track that one
That's
by
okay.
one, but I do know that in terms of my own personal experience, I think they're in their early 20s. There might be like 22, 23. There's a couple.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they were both working. One of them was in construction at the time, and they had a child already, and they were saying, we need to buy a home for our family. And, through some perseverance and coaching, they made it happen.
Yeah.
That's pretty amazing. So 22, 23 years old, young family, they went through the education, and they were able to successfully purchase a home and stay here in Hawaii. They didn't have to move away.
Well,
They got to stay right here.
the number one barrier to home ownership for these local kids nowadays is the lifted truck with the bumper sticker that says Maui built on it. And I'm describing that, and that's not everybody, but here's the deal, folks. Stop getting these $600, $700, $800 car payments.
And with the gas that it takes, too. Jeez.
It's like $60, $70, $80 to fill up the tank.
Just get like a Prius or something.
Yeah.
And put that money towards your house.
You can be on Tough Mocha and drive one Prius because you're going to be like, man, I'm the man or woman because we own a home.
That's right.
I'd rather drive a Prius and own a home than one lifted, totally moked out truck and be sleeping on my mom's couch. Okay? So this is for you local kids. This is Tough Uncle giving you the advice. If you don't own a home in Hawaii, you're choosing not to. I was just keeping it real and authentic. And you don't know what you don't know. Confucius said that. And I don't know if he did say it, but just say Confucius said it, and it lends immediate credibility to whatever you just said. But I will tell you this. We've worked with Reina and the Hawaii Homeownership for many, many years.
Well over a decade.
And it's important to support organizations like this. Reina, how can we support your organization?
Well, thank you for asking. You guys are already doing it, but I'm hoping that we'll gain more friends through this radio show as well, too. So we do have a golf tournament that's coming up in August. We do have some teams that are still available. So that's a financial support to our organization. We have lots of space for on-course sponsors that might want to meet our golfers, serve something on the course, tee sponsors like what you guys do, too.
Yes.
Lots of opportunities for prize donations as well. We have a few other fundraisers that are after our golf tournament as well. And, folks are just interested in making our services available to their employees or friends and family. I welcome a call from anyone to help us get more connected into the community.
Here's a shout out to the business owners. Adrienne.
Yes.
When you have a company and you have staff, Reina, maybe you even know this from all your research and data. We know this as a fact that when you have a big company with employees, that the employees that own homes, retention is higher. Not that renters are bad people, but
there's more stability in home ownership.
And renters can be just as stable, but the statistics prove that.
Well, when they're renting, though, and they have to keep moving, that can be very disruptive.
Unstable.
Yeah, that's very disruptive and stressful for their home environment.
Yeah.
Now, like, they could be in a really good rental where they don't have to move for 10 years, but that doesn't always happen.
Yeah.
So it's better for them to be homeowners.
So, Reina, could you guys do a road show where you can go into a big company and if they got 50 employees, you guys come over there and do a presentation or you have them come to you guys? How does that work?
I find that a lot of employers that are already, engaging with us for that kind of service, they're doing like lunch and learns virtually. So especially if they have employees on different islands, then that allows it. They can zoom in, zoom out, eat their lunch at the same time. Mm-hmm. So, but we can accommodate an in-person one, preferably for a larger group because, when it's a free presentation, sometimes the commitment to show up is not as much as when you pay for something, but we're willing to work with folks because we do think that even making the information a soundbite at a staff meeting, we're open to that too. Sometimes we've gone to like virtual meetings where we just pop in, make an announcement, and then with a follow-up session after. Yep.
Okay, employees, this is what I'm going to tell you what you're going to do. This is required. No, it's not required. I'm just telling you it is. You're going to provide food because all employees show up for free food. And you're going to feed, you as the employer, going to feed the tummy, but Reina's going to come in and feed the mind. And you're going to have minimum, if you have, I would tell you this, make it a meeting that bring Reina in, the Hawaii Homeownership, to meetings you guys already have and bring value because we do the same thing. Your staff is tired of hearing your voices, but you bring a stranger in and they're like, oh, that totally makes sense. We should own a home. Bring Reina in to do that. Feed your people, feed their minds, help with employee retention. You'll be stepping it up as an awesome culture for people to want to.
And make sure that you're sponsoring one of those teas or in some capacity the golf tournament coming up in August.
Oh, and then Reina, here's a big shout out for businesses to get involved with you guys. Do you know about what's the name of that shoe?
What shoe?
The shoe that you buy it and then they give if you buy one of their
Tom's?
Tom's shoes. It's funny because those shoes.
Mimi's
wearing
them.
Tom shoes. The Tom shoes look just like the shoes people wear in prison and high fashion models wear. It's the same shoe. They look very similar. I'm only joking like that because they don't make the shoelaces with the ones in the prison because they don't want you to hang yourself. And I guess high fashion people, we don't want them hanging themselves either. But, Reina, when you buy the shoe, they give a shoe away. And because the product or service is tied to giving back to the community, that when individuals see competition or something that's similar, 98% of the time they go with the company that's giving back to the community. So if you guys support Hawaii Homeownership and talk about it on your website and everything, when consumers are looking to spend money with your organization, and they see you're giving back in the community and they can't tell the difference between you and their competitor, 98% of the time they're going to pick you. That would be the what's in it for me.
The for-benefit marketing.
For-benefit marketing is what we call it. Reina, what's the website that they can go to where they can send you guys a big fat check to?
So our website that also has our mailing address on it is hihomeownership.org. O-R-G.
Okay.
So, Reina, I know this is another service that you guys do offer. And, I just had referred a client over to you that is distressed, behind on mortgage payments, trying to do her second loan modification.
Yeah. Let's
just briefly touch on that because I know that is something that you guys offer assistance with that maybe people just don't realize that you have some extra resources.
Mm-hmm. We do offer that service at no charge. So on our website, you can request an appointment. It's a real short form to have a conversation with one of our staff. And so if somebody does need help with putting together that loan modification package to submit, we are available to help out with that. A lot of times folks just want to kind of talk through their situation and, what are some of their options. If there are any resources available to help them, we create an action plan at the end of the session to be able to just help them get to where they need to go. So we do that for homeowners, but it's also available for renters that are also having a hard time making their rent payments as well.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's
sustainable housing is important. Sorry,
that's good to know. That's I didn't realize that you we're there to help renters, and we'll make sure that Duke Kim Han of Hawaii Pacific Property Management is made aware of that.
Well,
sometimes the renters, they have a hard patch, right?
We know a lot of realtors listen to the show. So if you're doing property management, hey, hello, and your renters are having challenges, direct them over. Come from contribution and direct them to the resource for Reina at Hawaii, not Reina specifically, but her team. And you can just help renters. You can help homeowners facing foreclosure or in a distressed situation. And you can help people get into homeownership, because I think, tell us, you always have good stories. Tell us a story that's going to make us cry. And give us chicken skin.
Maybe chicken skin.
There we go.
Just thought of like with a family that purchased in the last year or so. Yeah. So, I mean, interest rates are already on the rise by that time. But family of 5, so 2 working parents, a dental assistant, and the dad was a cook with 3 children. And they're essentially living in one bedroom all together with the kids, everyone, to save money. And they did the envelope system to put some money away, make sure that they're managing their expenses and still being able to have emergency savings as well as the house in mind in the future. And so it was really challenging. They used as many first-time home buyer programs as they could get their hands on. And so I think they had, in addition to a first mortgage, they used our nonprofit affiliate that did a below market second mortgage. They had a deferred closing cost loan. They did a mortgage credit certificate. And so when I saw the picture of them in their living room with the Christmas tree in the back, I just kind of imagined what it was like for them in terms of going from one bedroom with all 5 of them together for I don't know how long it was, but to actually have some space for the kids, have room to celebrate on their own and have some family memories. And these are the people that we're working for. These are working people that we see every day, and we don't necessarily think about what is their home situation like, what is their housing situation like. But we would like them to have a stable place, so kind of like Adrienne was saying, that they can stay here in Hawaii. They don't feel like they have to move away.
And think about the pebble that's dropped in the pond that's called our community. When you have people that are stable in their housing, they can spread out. There's less domestic issues. There's less stressed out people, less people cutting you off in traffic, getting all upset, pissed off, because they can come home, they can, relax, enjoy, and then go back out there and be good citizens in our community. So it's a ripple effect that affects our entire community by helping people with home ownership. So you realtors out there driving your bougie cars, you better be writing some checks for those tea sponsorships. Come on, help out. Adrienne, what else? You have a question for Reina?
Well, not really. Just, Reina, if you can, give our listeners one last word of wisdom on,
or two
on how they can, make a difference with the Hawaii Homeownership Center.
Yes.
Let's end on that.
Okay.
So besides, being a supporter or a friend raiser where you're bringing in folks who could use our support, I think that I think having hope for home ownership and sending that message is really important too. That I'm not saying that we're not in a tough housing market. We absolutely are. It is challenging. Yet we're seeing people being able to do it, and we want folks who are interested in home ownership to at least get educated about it, find out what resources are available, because it may be possible sooner than later.
Yeah. I would agree with you 100%, Reina. There's the reality of our situation, but and we don't necessarily have any control over interest rates, housing inventory, any of that. But you do have control over your perception, and your perception is going to be affected by the knowledge that you have in your brain.
And your mindset around it.
Then your mindset. Yeah. So get educated. Go down to Hawaii Homeownership Mythbusters.org. I'm making up a domain name for you guys. And get educated.
And then, Reina, they can do it in person or on Zoom, right?
Yeah.
So it's very convenient.
The live classes are actually by Zoom, so that's one of their live instructors. We find that folks don't want to come and drive down here, but we do also have a self-paced education option, so folks want to use that option that's available to them as well.
And we know they all can do it because they're all spending time on TikTok and Instagram and all that baloney, which is not improving their lives, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. Why not? You know what, can you chunk it down into 30-second TikTok videos? Then everybody would watch it.
Not a bad idea.
There you go. Go. You know what? If the people won't come to you, go to where the people are at. TikTok videos.
Well, thank you, Reina,
Yeah.
for coming on and
Thank you so much.
reminding our listeners about what a great resource that you guys have in the community, and that they need to come out and get educated if they're not a homeowner yet.
All right,
Start with that.
And we're going to have you back on, maybe just a quick talk about the golf tournament, how you can whack this tiny ball but make a big change in our community by helping this nonprofit organization get people owning homes in our community and making everything better on Oahu. All right. Thank you so much, Reina.
Thank you, Reina.
Thank you.
All right, we have a couple minutes left, so let's make sure we talk about the career night coming up July 1st.
July 1st.
July 1st.
It's so easy.
HawaiiCareerNight.com.
It's so easy. We do have a Zoom option, so if you all want to just Zoom in. And you know what? We've had people come in on the Zoom from the mainland, from outer islands. We're going to be talking about the real estate career in the state of Hawaii, not necessarily just for Oahu or Kapolei or any of that stuff.
And we're going to have a panel.
We're going to have one panel.
So this is a new career night. So even if you've attended one of our previous career nights, it's going to be all new format.
Yeah.
And different people that are sharing their experience. From,
yes.
Administrative.
So who's going to be on the panel? We're going to have The Rock. Johnson will be on the panel. We're also having Shakira, Beyonce, and Taylor Swift will be on this panel.
No. No, we're going to have agents that have moved from other brokerages over to Keller Williams that have been very successful. We also have brand new agents that have had some great success.
Well, all high levels of success, but different backgrounds and situations.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So make sure that you get signed up, HawaiiCareerNight.com.
Hey, you know what I'd like to see at this career night?
What?
What has just happened? We went to like 3 of them in one weekend. High school graduations.
Yes.
All these kids running around going, what am I going to do? Come to career night. Check it out. Never know.
I think Nadia is planning on coming, and she's going to bring her coworkers.
Congratulations to Nadia Lally, graduate of 2024. I want to say a shout out to Kaimana Labra, 2024 graduate of the Kamehameha School's 134th graduation. Holy cow. King Kamehameha was there at the first one. So, no, I don't know if he was. But it's called the Kamehameha Schools.
So, anyways, career night. You can go to HawaiiCareerNight.com to sign up. But if you can't wait, go to jointeamlally.com and get a head start.
You're staring at these high school graduates and you don't know what they're going to do. Send them to jointeamlally.com. Trust me, we'll bring them down to the show, bring them down to the office, kick their okoles around a little bit and show them what it means to be successful in something.
I think that we'll send them also, these graduates, to the Hawaii Homeownership Center.
Yeah.
And they can learn, they can start early.
Yeah, there you go.
Start early.
They'll cheaper than $40,000 a year.
All right. Well, thank you for listening, and thank you to our sponsors.
Jody and Derek of Pacific Rim Mortgage.
Bradley with Allstate Insurance.
Kenji with Pillar to Post Home Inspections.
John with Kilauea Pest Control.
Duke with the Hawaii Pacific Property Management.
Robinson, Fine Line Paintwork.
Jake, the Snake, the WD Wrestler with Go Local Power.
Scott with Zero Res Hawaii.
Amphi, the Estate Planning Group.
Jason Wu, Attorney at Law.
Rhino with Hawaii Unified.
Janice of Dream House Drafting.
If you want to get a hold of any of our sponsors, it's so easy. Just go to teamlally.com.
We also want to give a big thank you to Leah Rodriguez, our producer here in the studio.
Chee-hoo!
Make sure to tune in next week. We'll have an awesome guest talking about something that'll change your life
forever. This is the Team Lally Real Estate Show, home of the guaranteed Grateful Dead t-shirts.
Sold program. If we can't sell your home at the agreed upon price or time frame, we'll have it bought for cash.
Thanks
and aloha.
The preceding program was sponsored by Team Lally.